Blessings from the 305. It's the God, Opulent LDTV. So, appreciation to my sources. I got word that my ex-co-host, Canocchio, was spreading lies about me, lying on my name, creating a complete, falsified, and I put this in quotation, beef that he and I have. So, it's only right that I bring the truth to light. Rapper Fabulous has a bar that I love. He says, every story has two sides, one facts, one all lies. So, like I said, I'm going to bring the truth to light. And I don't know who amped you up to lie on my name like that, who put the bat on your back. But you literally throwing me an alley-oop. And I ain't got to put no extras on it but the truth. So, just a disclaimer before I get started. Whatever relationship that this video crumbles, I'm A-okay with it. I have no problem with it. So, of course, I got this information a while ago, but I decided to sit on it, let it simmer, and see if the lies were going to continue. And of course, they did. And I also wanted to see the lames who decided to pick sides without knowing the truth. And they showed their hand. But hey, let's get into it. So what we're going to do, we're going to respond, not react. We're going to respond to the dialogue that they had. Let's go.
Oh, you know, I was dealing with some things after my mom had passed away in 2018. You know, I never truly got over it. You know, I was real tight with my mom's. You know, and yeah, when she had passed in 2018, that kind of messed me up. You know, me my if you ask all my brothers and sisters, they tell you Act took it the hardest. You know.
You don't mind me, man. Let me go over this. Let me just go over this real quick.
Go ahead. Go
you know, and I ain't trying to be messy or nothing, man. But since folks don't want to believe me, you know, because everybody asks what happened between me and Opulent, I keep telling folks, bro, I don't have no beef with the man at all. I don't. None. You know, I actually wished him luck and wished him the best on his way out. You know? And people like, oh man, but you know, he got mad because, well, I think he got mad because we're not, you know, we stopped being a co-host. But y'all remember I put this shit back. I don't even see the date on this, man, but it's a while back that I put on here. Since folks don't know how to act from this day forward, I will only join LDBC panel. So if you ain't LDBC, don't ask me, right? And the same I went on, you know, to say that, you know,
Shawa said she remembers. She said she remembers.
Okay. What do I got highlighted right there on the right?
I'm doing the same thing. I can't see.
It's Opulent LDTV saying big bro. I'm applying the same thing.
Oh, I'm applying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
all right. I see it now. I had to make it bigger.
So that's all I was getting at, bro. So how can y'all put that on me, bro? Like, how can y'all be like, you know, I know this has happened a long time ago, okay? I know this happened a long time ago, but I really have to clear this up because I don't think it, you know, like, bro, the minute he decided, and it's his choice, he's a grown man, he's allowed to go wherever he wants, right? But the minute he chose to leave the LDBC, then the show was over. Not personal. It's just the show was over because of how I wanted to run my show. And I just showed y'all that I had posted that on Instagram way before he did that. like way before he left the LDBC. And I still don't got nothing against him. I still wish him
Yeah,
success.
it shouldn't be no
You know
bad
what I'm
blood.
saying?
Yeah, it shouldn't be no bad blood. You know, it's just he went one direction and you staying in another. So I don't think there should be any hard feelings to either parties, you know.
Does anybody find it weird that they went from a conversation about Jamboree's mental illness after his mother passed into a conversation about me? Like, at least you could have let this dude complete his thoughts about that, because that was a real sentimental moment right there. But I guess I'm more important, right? Secondly, me talking about doing the exact same thing is completely irrelevant to anything, because even though you posted that you won't jump on any panels or allow people who aren't LDBC on your panel, you completely went against that anyway. 903 Boxing isn't LDBC. He's not trying to be a part of that clown shit. So, you posted that for no damn reason. Who did you post that for? To get validation from somebody? Who? And I doubt anybody is 6 months later asking about what happened with you and Op. Like, come on, dog. I doubt that. So, again, I got receipts. Like I said, I got receipts. I'm gonna show them towards the end, but I'm more than positive nobody cares. The fake narrative that Canocchio is out here trying to paint is that he told me you're not LDBC no more, so there's no show, and supposedly I got mad at that, which is completely false. See, y'all, the reason I lost respect for Canocchio, because in the end he couldn't even keep it real with me. He couldn't even keep it real with me. And like I said, I got receipts. What he told me was, oh, I don't want the commitment for the show no more. That's what he told me. He never once said, oh, you're not LDBC no more, there's no more show. Of course, I knew the show was over as soon as I left the group. I've been around LDBC since 2018. I know how it goes. But he couldn't keep it real with me. And that's why I lost respect for him. Like, he's 54 years old, 55. How can't you keep it funk with me when I already knew that's what it was? I already knew. Y'all, I actually got in a disagreement with my wife. I told her, like, man, he can't even keep it real with me. Like, I know the show is over, but he keeps giving me this bullshit reasoning, talking about, oh, I don't want to have any commitments to a show. And my wife's like, well, just take his word for it. It probably is. You see that he barely has and he does any shows now, because at that time he was just doing like maybe one show a week or just that golf shit that he does. And so I was like, okay. But I told my wife, but I know this is the real reason. And soon enough, his first show back before whatever happened to his channel, he's on there talking about, oh, well, starting up this fake narrative. He started it back on that channel. The first show that he had after our show ended, he already started that fake narrative talking about, I was mad because the show ended. So I clipped it and I sent it to my wife. Like, I told you, I was right from the jump. That was the real reason. But he couldn't keep it real. How sad.
To be cut from the cord, that's what he chose to do and go his way. Like you said, more power to him. We don't wish him nothing bad. Nobody does. That's just what he chose to do, you know?
Hey, yeah, Jose Diaz, you may be right, Jose Diaz, but since I can't prove it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put it.
Oh, wow. There's a conspiracy theory behind that?
Hey, man, I don't know, man. It could be.
Wow.
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 I don't know. It could have been that way. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I don't have proof, I'm not gonna do that. 903.
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you. Prove without a reasonable doubt.
You know.
So to give y'all context to what Canocchio and Jab is reacting to, they're reacting to this comment up top from Jose Diaz. He says, "You know who destroyed your channel? It was him." Basically implying that I had something to do with Kano's first channel. Whatever happened with that channel, I have no idea, which is weird. First off, this Jose Diaz dude, he used to be one of my number one supporters. Even when his comments made no sense, I still replied, showing love back, reciprocating. So it's extremely weird that out of nowhere, this clown would say I destroyed Kano's channel. What do I gain by having his channel removed? Dudes in his group, it's dudes in the LDBC that like to report people's videos. Screenshot Shouty and Nelson, them just dudes that do that. Not me. I ain't never been in that type of ish. So, and even the fact that Canocchio even entertained this as a possibility is, man, motherfuckers are really surprised you out here. I swear. I swear. But, hey, Jab, the real conspiracy is that you got lined up in Orlando. That's the real conspiracy, since we want to talk about conspiracies. People think Canocchio lined you up. And there's a member of the LDBC who's still a member right now, who said it to me right after the fight. Again, he's still a member right now. And then secondly, I heard it from a big dog who doesn't come around. Well, not the big dog himself, but somebody that's connected to one of the LDBC big dogs who doesn't come around anymore. But, like you said, I don't have no evidence. Without a shadow of a doubt, I can't prove that. So, it is what it is. Let's move on. So the clown elaborates, "Yes, you're correct. Kano was just trying to help him. Look what happened. I got some receipts. Please bring them receipts out, you little lame. Please. I can't wait to see them either. I'm looking forward to seeing those receipts. I've already shown my appreciation tenfold over of the help that I got from him. So, please." I helped him as well. I put him up on shorts. Before we even became or made a show, he was at like maybe 4K. I told him to do shorts. The short did maybe 3-4 million. And he got so many subs, he got scared because people were starting to think that his subs were fake. And he actually deleted the short. He deleted the short. I think maybe he tried to monetize it and it messed up his monetization, but I mean, hey, I didn't tell him to try to monetize it. But the point is that his own brothers within the group were sub watching him and thought that his subs were fake. So he ultimately deleted the short. And just to be clear, to my knowledge, he didn't get a strike because I had donated to him like that next day, a super chat. So it can't be no, "Oh, I got a strike, so I had to delete it" type shit. That's what it was.
Hey man, listen, bro.
We
Listen,
get good already. We cooking already. You heard? We cooking already.
But you know what's so sad about that act? Motherfucker can't fuck with me anyway. What the fuck? Like,
But
man. It can't fuck with me, man. In real life,
I wouldn't bet against that. He's right. D-Man said. She said, "Stop it, act." What I do, Sean? Why I didn't do nothing? I just said we cooking already. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing bad. I didn't say nothing bad. I actually defended. I said, "Yo, if you want to go a certain way, that's on you." You know what I mean? I don't wish nothing bad on that man neither. I don't wish.
At the end of the day, in real life, in person, in real life,
never did nothing to me personally.
It can't none of them fuck with me anyway, man. This ain't got nothing to do with YouTube or what we're talking about. No, can't none of y'all. They can't fuck with me in real life. They can't. And I stand on that shit. And they know it. They motherfucking know it. They can't act like they ain't never bumped into me in real life. They motherfucking know that. You bumped into me in real life,
Yeah. Cool, man, yo. Same energy he got, on the platform. Same energy in real life.
So this is where it gets extremely creepy. Extremely creepy. Like he's trying to insinuate that this is a street issue and trying to meet measure. Talking about I can't fuck with him and all this. They, I don't know who he's referring to as they, but this is extremely lame and something a real OG would never do. For one, I'm pretty much still a young buck. Physically, I can do everything you can do twice over. And genetically, and we talking science here, this melanin is more dominant than you, famo. So but the point is, this segment really had me rolling. Like tears coming out of my eyes, because it's like he telling, oh, you bumped into me in person. Like, dog, I didn't get no scary vibe off your persona. Dude talking like he's Tony Montana or something. But look, we all know there's plenty of loudmouths in the cemetery. That don't mean nothing. But at the end of the day, I'm just spiritually, I'm not even a God-fearing man. So to be delusional and think that somehow I have an ounce of fear, that whole thought, that's beyond me. And it's not even to say that you're soft. I just don't fear anybody. Shit, I walk in power wherever I go. That's why I get on planes. That's why I go wherever I want. I mean, maybe you used to some scary ninjas. Maybe jabbing them are scared of you. I don't know, but I'm not. Just to be clear, I'm not. So, but even just to be even more clear, like, this whole situation has nothing to do with the streets, which is weird that you would even say that.
Kano crazy, man. Kano a trip to Japan, for real.
But anyway, man, I say that to say this, man. Don't poke the sleeping giant. Don't poke the sleeping giant. Because then I'm going to turn into that widowmaker I was telling you about earlier.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy, though. Yeah. That's why, if that is true, hopefully it's not. That's crazy, because you definitely had an established channel. I didn't even know that you was back. I didn't even know you had another channel for a while. I got recommended. I seen you live one day. I'm like, wow.
Two things, y'all. I don't underestimate anybody. I don't care where you live, where you from. I don't underestimate nobody. And for two, I don't take threats lightly at all. So, since you decided to threaten my family, you and I can never be cool again in life. Never again. Like, in further clips you were here, he's all over the place. He even started out saying that we have no problem. I wish him the best, which he did wish me the best, right? But you go into threatening my family over some fake ass shit you created in your mind? I bet. Look, we was just in Jacksonville at end of October. I got family in Jacksonville when my cousins got married. I got your address. So if there was any type of issue, I could have just stopped through. If I was on any types of street-ish, which again, let me elaborate. This isn't no street issue, but if I was, I could have just sprayed your crib up if that was what I was on. But again, it's not that deep at all. This isn't a street issue. Look, I promise my OGs and I promise myself I'm gonna be free forever. So I'm definitely not gonna let any clown trick me off these streets. So keep all that tough talk for when you in the mirror barking at yourself. I'm gonna continue to come to Jacksonville, and as my wife and I were skating around that bitch like we were residents in that hole. Never looking for trouble, only expecting peace. But hey, we got the problem solvers too. So hey, you know what's funny? I've been in Miami 13 years. Been all around Miami, everywhere. I ain't never had no problem with nobody here. It's been all love because of the energy that I bring, right? It takes me to get on the internet and really fuck with YouTube for clowns to keep trying to try me. It's so weird. I don't get it, dog. But like I said, it's pure comedy. And as I said, we're just exposing the truth here. Just the truth of this lame ass lie being told on my name. It's also weird how Jabberee is just rolling with them as if this is truth. Like never once did he be like, "Oh, you talking about Opulent LDTV, the one who came to my fight when a lot of other cats said they were gonna show up but they didn't show up, the one who just without even really knowing me just showed support and promoted this fight." Nah, man, nah. He never doubted it once, and that just shows his character. So in all honesty, I'm not surprised, because that's how a lot of them dudes move over there. But it's just disheartening. This dude literally weaponized a brother against another brother. Because clearly, Jabberee isn't on my side. He didn't already pick this side. Telling you, these fake pro-black niggas, man. I tell you, crazy.
But it is what it is. I had to start over, and we'll make it do what it do. We'll make it do what it do. Listen, man. I mean, the reason I got a little bit of belief in what Jose's saying, man, is because he's made a couple of videos about me using my government name.
Why? But if you don't got a problem, if there's no problem between y'all, why even put your name in it? I'm just asking.
There was no problem. There was no problem from my end. I didn't say there was. He probably still. Obviously, he had a problem because he was, mentioning me in his videos. He's using my government name. And when you use a government name, that's pretty much saying, "Yo, Popo, in case somebody come smack me and beat me upside the head, it was him." That's his real name. In case this motherfucker come to me, and fuck me up, it was him.
Wow.
That's what it sounds like to me anytime a motherfucker got to use my government name. Because if you're not worried about that, then you wouldn't mention my government name. Am I tripping for saying that?
Nah, I don't think. Nah, you right. I mean, I want to know what contents did he use your name.
So there he gets on another rant, claiming and insinuating that I'm scared of him, and that's why I said his name. Well, look, partner, you're a boxing manager, right? And your name is on BoxRec. And the biggest elephant in the room is that this isn't even a street issue. We ain't did no dirt together. And this just for show ain't no street issue. So why do you keep trying to apply the streets to some lame ass issue you created in your mind? That's beyond me. But shout out to Jabberee. He finally asked a phenomenal question. Like, in what context did Op say your name? Now, first off, let me say that at first, Canocchio lied and said that I made videos about him. And then he corrected himself and said that I mentioned him, which was true. I did mention him in some videos. The first time I mentioned him in a video was just basically about a conversation we had about Canelo fighting. He was supposed to fight one day, but he ended up fighting another day. And me basically saying that he was wrong. Simple as that. The second time where I actually tagged him in a video of his old channel, I basically was like, hey, I don't have no issue with dude. I know I'm most likely see him. He's media, I'm media. Ain't no problem. But it's cool we walk past each other because we ain't friends. We ain't cool like that, so we can just walk past each other. Simple as that. That's all I was saying. So that's why Canocchio, he kind of paused in a sense because he know for a fact that even though he may disagree with the first time or the conversation we had, he may disagree with that. But he knows for sure that the video that I tagged him in was pretty much in good light. Pretty much giving him props. I low-key gave him props. Basically saying that in a pro-black group, he's the only one that truly helped me out. I low-key gave him an alley-oop. But this how he do me. Come up with a complete lie to try to push his new channel forward. Man, cats is flawed as hell out here. This here is just a receipt of where I did tag him in that video. That second time I mentioned him. Again, as you see, the video is not about him, but I did mention him in this video. I guess it's not blue no more because clearly that channel's gone now. So just got to show the receipt. So I mean, even seeing this receipt, I know a lot of y'all gonna think I'm lying anyway, just because your character is so flawed. So but let's move on.
Because if you're not worried about that, then you wouldn't mention my government name. Am I tripping for saying that?
Nah, I don't think. Nah, you right. I mean, I want to know what contents did he use your name? Was it bad,
bro? Listen, bro, man. I was sent small clips of it. I didn't like go on his fucking channel and like listen to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but you know, I'm like that shit, bro. My name on Box Rank, bro. My full name on Box Rank, like, bro.
Yeah,
it ain't got me to hide. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I needed y'all to hear that pause, because he knew exactly what I said wasn't threatening at all. I don't even come at people. I don't beef on the internet. Again, this ain't beef at all. This is me clearing my lane of some straight up bullshit. And as a man, like I said, I always stand on man-ish. Let me just go ahead and take accountability for the situation, because I knew I should have dipped from this group a long time ago, but I stayed. So in staying, hey, it's on me. I should have followed my intuition way back then when my intuition was like, nah, move away. But hey, man, you know, we live and learn, and I appreciate the lesson, and I'm definitely thankful that I finally did take that leap and dip out. Like I always say, man, like I'm not moved by words. Words don't move me. So I'm cool with being talked about. Everybody gets talked about, right? It is what it is. But when you lie on my name, nah, man, I just can't let that ride at all. I can't. Like I said, thanks for the alley-oop, though. This is an alley-oop.
People feel or anybody feels, bro. You got my goddamn number. If there was an issue, you could have called me and said, hey, this is what I got a problem with.
That's what I don't like about YouTube. And when people got issues,
and you could have went your way
issues with
mine, and I wouldn't have had no problem, no nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. Live your life.
Throw little jabs and say little things, but
Yeah.
they never want to get on the phone with you and talk it out with you. That's one thing that I do not like about YouTube.
Bro.
So in this part of the video, they're trying to paint this picture that I'm scared to be direct with him if I have an issue, and also that I'm scared to get on the phone and talk to him. So yeah, let's get into some receipts so y'all can see for yourself that I'm scared, right? Quote unquote. So here's a receipt that clearly states April 22nd, 2024, 2:58. He called me. When I get to other receipts, it's going to make sense because what happened was this is when I told him I needed to talk to him about something earlier in that day, and to give me a call when he has the time. And so he finally gave me that call. And as you see here, we talked for 17 minutes. And I expressed to him that I'm done with the group, and the conversation continued into some other stuff. But yeah. So if I'm supposedly so scared or not direct, remember, I am who I say I am. So that whole narrative that I'm not direct, throw that bullshit out the window. So April 22nd, I text Canocchio, big bro, hit me when you off work so I can holler at you about some shit. He says okay. So we had that conversation. As I said, as I showed you, the conversation was 17 minutes. So on Tuesday 23rd, I said I shot 7 a text. I didn't ask far as the show since you the member. He says, did he reply? I said, not yet, sure he will. And I sent him what I sent 7-8. He says, okay, I'm sure he will respect that, bro. You came at him grown man, folk-ish. I'm sure he won't be mad at all. I said, most def. On the 24th, I said I played phone tag with 7-8 yesterday. Guess he said he didn't understand the text. He understood the text wrong the first time. Did you get the chat with him? I said. He says, I spoke with him, but not in detail of your situation. That's for you two to speak on, bro. But since we are already talking, I think the best thing to do is to stop the show anyway, since I really don't want to have any more commitments from here on out. If you look there clearly, he didn't say because you're not LDBC. He says that he doesn't want to have any more commitments. And as you see clearly right underneath, Opulent LDTV says, alright, I respect it. He says, I was already halfway out of doing shows anyway, bro. I'd rather go live like I used to, which was whenever I felt like hitting the live button. I say it was a blast. While it lasted, thanks for the real support you gave me. Will always remember it. He says, you a veteran now anyways, bro. You can definitely fly on your own now that you got the hang of it, and know you will be successful. And this is me being direct to him, bringing him an issue that I feel. I told him, I got love for you, so I'm going to be honest. I feel like that's a lame ass excuse because there's no real commitment for the show we did. But it is what it is, and I'm going to respect it. And so as you see, I told him I'm going to hit you later, hit your line later, and let me show you the receipt of when I called him back. Remember, nowhere in this conversation did he say, oh, the show is done because you're not LDBC no more. But like I said from the jump, I knew that was the reason, but he couldn't keep it real with me. But he's out there on the show telling everybody who's going to listen to him that I'm supposed to be mad that the show ended. And I shouldn't, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. That's not keeping it real. That's lying. That's lying. So here we are. This is the second receipt, April 24th. I called him. Remember, scary, quote unquote, LD TV called him. Outgoing call, 16 minutes. And I addressed what I said to him in text about, I feel like that was a lame ass excuse. Of course, I call with respect. I understand that in text that tone can get misconstrued and people can take things. So I wanted him to hear my voice so he can know that I'm coming with respect. And even though we ironed that out, we continued to have a conversation for, like I said, up to 16 minutes. So And as you've seen in the other receipts, you've seen me saying, I bet. Not once did LD TV be mad because the show ended. I lost respect because you couldn't keep it real with me about why you didn't want to do the show no more. It's simple as that. Simple as that. But again, this ain't a diss video. This is a real video. This is me revealing the truth. It's the truth. Again, to sum all this up, this is a straight up bogus. Lying on my name, lying on my character for no reason. There's clearly no issue. All this capping to propel your new channel, with the assumption that I had something to do with your other channel getting taken down. Like, really? You did nothing to my character. You only added to my character. Like I said, I am who I say I am. I have no reason to come in here and lie about nothing. Yes, I've clowned people before. I clown people, people clown me. I don't care about that. Like I said, words don't affect me. But when you lie on my name, you force me to come out and tell the truth. And that's all I'm doing here. So Canocchio, you brought this upon yourself. You brought this upon yourself. And to you lames that pick sides, stay over there. Stay over there. I'm not mad at it. At the end of the day, most of my support comes from strangers anyway. I'm at peace with it. But I'm gonna just keep doing my thing. But I hope y'all, well, let me say this. To the people with integrity, thank you for seeing the truth and moving as you should. I heard that you wish me the best, Canocchio, but I don't wish anybody the best. I wish you the energy that you put out. I just hope you're prepared for it. Peace. So that concludes the tall tales of Canocchio.
And they believe who they like, whether it's the truth or not. And people don't look for the truth. They look for who they like. And they believe who they like, whether it's the truth or not. And people don't look for the truth. They look for who they like. And they believe who they like.
Trill spill. Trill spill. That's all I got, y'all. It's the guy, Opulent LDTV, reminding you that when you're in these streets, it's quality over quantity. And I'm gone.